Hello everybody, I am Sacrabalic, your Envoy of Hope, and welcome back to Dark Souls in the Year of Twos. This is it, guys. We're at the end. This is gonna be the final part. Or the last one was the final part if I give up because I can't beat Gwen and I'm like, fuck it. I never promised I would finish this game, not once. Seriously, you can look back, I never once promised I would finish this game. So, we're going to go in here. Now, I realized something while we're talking about things. I put all of the Twinkling Titanite into the Dragon Crest shield. It won't be hard to get more, but, Clint of the First Flame. I really should have put it all into, speaking of which, should have put it all into Black Knight Shield, but I didn't. So, we're gonna actually fuck around a little bit and get a Black Knight Shield, is what I'm saying. And I was really hoping that would be one. Yes, I got the shield! Thank fucking Christ, you have no idea how long that took. But, I still have to go upgrade it. And, we're gonna have to take care of a little bit of unfinished business. So, hang on just 1 second. Hey guys, check it out. Shiny new Black Knight, whatever, level 5. Fully upgraded, and now it's time to take care of some unfinished business. Hi, buddy.
Well, you said myself.
What's going on?
Things are first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Hi.
Goodbye then.
All right, some unfinished business here. Oh, hold up. And unfinished business. Alright. And that is one bit of unfinished business. Oh, hold up. Hey, buddy. No, fuck you.
I see. Forget.
So what's up?
Why? Tell me.
Oh, alright. Well, you really insist. Let me tell you about this bit of pyromancy.
Forget.
It's called Power Within.
Goodbye then.
And it's going to finish some unfinished business. Oh, I missed. And some unfinished business. Oh, I missed again. Boy, do I suck at hitting things. Oh, unfinished business. There we go. That'll finish that business nicely. Oop. Drink one of those. Just do some business finishing. Oh, hi, you.
Curses.
I don't even care what your final words were.
What did I do? What did I do?
What? You threw me down a goddamn pit. You, of all people, shouldn't be surprised with what happened to you. And you, mad with power over there, also sorta kinda deserved what came to you. Alright, we're just finishing some business. This is a long escalator ride. Call this an escalator. This is obviously an elevator. There we go. Hey, honey boo boo. What's up?
I was wondering when you... It is a great relief. Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and my and thus made I can then be so very
Cool. Alright, time to finish some business here. Oh, missed again. Finishing some business, though.
Demons,
And business finished.
forgive me.
Ooh, 7 human. Wow. I'm raking it in with the humanity. Alright, hang on. We're not done finishing business yet. You know, to be honest, with the power of our business finishing, you almost feel bad for the business, if you know what I mean. Hey, what's up?
Well, you need.
No, I'm good.
Oh, yes. It is said to have only.
Interesting. Interesting about that, Artorias. Alright, let's finish some business. God damn it, I would like to hit once. I mean, finish.
You got
Oh, wow.
curses.
Good job. Ooh, blacksmith hammer. Alright. Hey, what's up? Hey, how much would it take? 41,500, huh? Interesting. How much now?
Fear thine indelible undoing.
Okay. Well, noted. Boop. Hi,
I am
Dusk.
Dusk of Ulyssil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thine wishes.
Ooh, I'd like to learn a gesture. Ooh, proper bow. Hype.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth.
Huh.
The sorceries of Ulyssil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulysil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies?
It is interesting to see how
The
magics change over time.
sorceries- Thine,
Alright.
if thou art in, I would may
And...
thou art my rescue.
Aw, you sounded so hurt. And let's just go ahead and do this.
Why? Why? Yeah, die.
Alright. And...
Oh, it's come to blows, has it?
Oh,
Fine then. I've had enough of you anyway.
wow. Clearly, you are the pinnacle of fighters. Well, might as well see what you dropped. Hey, Goff.
This is true human nature. A tortoise is in your debt, but I'll leave us little choice.
You know, you were pretty good. And looks like my business is concluded with Gwen's night. Oh, hey, what's up?
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is not in my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Well, alright then.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe. And I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one. Oh.
Well, alright. That's good enough. Finishing some business.
Heavens. The folly of you. I'm too old for this.
Alright, well, that bit of business is finished. Alright, let's just get this over with. I said let's just get this over with. Oh wow, really? Only one hit? What a bitch. Alright, this one I'm actually gonna feel a bit bad about.
Stop that.
Aww. I actually feel bad about that one. Okay. What's up?
Outstanding. You have done very well. Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you fool no longer. I can hardly thank you enough. Please take this. It is all of me.
Aw, thank you. Let's see. You don't really have anything I need.
Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you...
Alright.
No luck. Do not let it.
Alright then. Great meeting you.
Farewell,
Goodbye.
my mother. My sisters. What have you done?
I kind of killed all of you. Like, all of you. I mean, I did business with you all. Yeah, that's right. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Unfortunately, no.
I see. No need to worry. I'll be fine. I can make it without that silly moss. Think about it. Have I ever let a little hardship slow me down?
Yes. Actually, all the time. Alright. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on. Slippery little thing.
Stay with it. Well, my dear little me.
Alright. Oh. Dealt with that bit of business too. Okay. Hey, what's up?
Magnificent. You defeated the 4 kings. Impressive, even for a bearer of the Lord Vessel. And with this, my purpose is exhausted. I have not seen the sun for a long time. Perhaps I could do with a change.
Uh-huh.
Mag,
Alright, well, unfortunately, you will not be seeing the sun. What the hell? Why can't I use power within? What? Why can't I use power within? Alright, well, I can't use power within. That's weird. I don't know why I can't use power within, but I can't use power within.
How could I allow this? Forgive me, my countrymen.
Alright, let's see if we can, Dupe. Let's see, right place to land. And there we go.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Okay. Holy trousers. No, no, no. We're wearing black iron leggings. Shut up. Finish that bit of business. Finishing the business. Okay, it worked. Had no idea if that was going to work. Note to self, Acid Surge does not go through walls, however. Alright. Well, back here. So let's finish this bit of business real quick. And
My name.
that's finished.
Julia.
And we finished that bit of business. Alright, admittedly, you're kind of one of the ones I wanted to hit the hardest. Like, fuck you for being on this bridge.
Why, my precious collection?
For being on a bridge, mostly. Alright, I think that just about wraps up all of our business. I may have missed some business here or there, but, I can't be expected to do everything, can I? With that said, hopefully, some more obvious bits of business didn't get left out. I wouldn't want them to feel like I forgot about them, because I did. Or they were hard to get to. Also, we're not gonna do any business with the Firekeeper, because we already did business with the Firekeeper. Or I should say Lordtrick did. So, yeah. Let's get on with it. Alright, guys. Well, now that we've finished all of our business, check it out. This is it. This is stuff that we're gonna, get to the end of the game with. Now, I don't promise to beat the game, but, we'll see where it takes us. Now, I really like this area. This is probably my favorite area of the game. Not necessarily the stairwell, but I like, walking forward and seeing the knights walk by, like, the ghost knights. And this whole, white room, it's, the exact opposite of the Abyss. So it's a nice, interesting, contrast between the pure blackness of the Abyss, but it also gives you the idea that this isn't necessarily a real location, and you're kind of some interesting precipice world. And then you come into here, and then you walk through this gate, and you see, the ashen, this is, dark ash, you know, and then you see, like, the ruins in the background with, like, the sun ever so peeking out. But, like, it's like a dim sun, you know? This is... I dare say this is the best designed area of the game, and by far the most original. One complaint, though, is the skybox. I'm pretty sure it's called the skybox. The actual sky looks so terrible. Like, it's so obviously not really there. But then you got this, like, interesting, like, wall that surrounds the whole thing. Like... and it's like, what's keeping that, like, what's being kept out? And you can also notice that the wall doesn't in any way, shape, or form sync up what's going on behind that white area. So this really is like some other area. So it's like, where am I? What's going on? And this is a second area of the game where you're like, well, where the fuck is this actually located? Because the Undead Asylum is not located in Lordran either. And although this is probably located in Lordran, the real question is, like, actually, it's probably not located in Lordran. Who knows? Oh, hey, I forgot you. And you got the Black Knights, and they spawn, so this can get you all the Black Knight equipment. So this is a good place for that, too. So, I don't know. I just love this area. This is my favorite area of the game. I'd like being here. Unfortunately, when actually trying to get back to that, like, bonfire, walking back is a huge pain in the ass. But, I don't know. This is awesome. And, of course, this is where the Black Knights were created, because this is where the Silver Knight Order had their armor darkened by the fire, I believe, of the First Flame? Or was it demons that made the armor dark? You know what, I don't... Oh. Yeah, it took me 20 fucking minutes to get a Black Knight Shield, and then just there's the Black Knight Shield, da-da-da-da-da. So our armor is designed so that we can mid-roll, and it has high fire resistance. And it's mid-roll with the shield because it's 3 pounds heavier than our other shield. But we upgraded the shield all the way to the top for the stability. I know it doesn't actually make anything... I know it doesn't actually help defend better, but we're spec'd for fire defense. And this is about the best fire defense I think we can get. Maybe we could do a little better, but... I don't know. And off the cliff with you. Ooh! Saved it, and he's dead. They also all drop chunks, so, you know, assuming you didn't really piss off what's-his-face, the Kingmaker, Frampt, I think? If you didn't piss off Frampt, you could be breaking these chunks up for smaller pieces. This is a good area to upgrade your shit to at least level 9, level 14, level 4. No, just 9 or 14. Because, you could just break the chunks, and then you can use the chunks when you need chunks. So it's a great place to grind for everything, and if I remember correctly, they give you one of every piece of chunk you need. Now, Solaire's summoning sign is right around here. We're not human now, so we don't get to use it. And we didn't save Solaire to use his summoning sign. We saved Solaire to save Solaire. Don't go... Yeah. Also, because I wanted a Sunlight Maggot before I went into the Tomb of the Giants, but... So, if there's ever a boss that I would want to fight completely alone, it would be Gwen. Gwen is actually, I've said this in, like, podcasts before, but Gwen is my favorite boss in this game. Like, by far. Let's see if it lasts to the end of this playthrough. And this one right here has the illustrious BKH, Black Knight Halberd, which I already got one while trying to get a shield. Alright, well, this is it. This is the final fog door. What if... Wow, it's been a long ride, but what if I didn't finish the game? I'm just saying, what if I turned around now, right? And just never played it again, and just always left it like this, just wondering, you know? Hell, what if I cut myself off, like, I roll the credits and just cut myself off mid-sentence? Okay. Well, let's actually go in now. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, should I use Power Within? Use Power Within. I'm nervous. Let's go. No cutscene, just start. It's a real beautiful theme. Oh god. That's fine, I don't even mind. I love that attack. Not getting hit with it, but I love the way it looks. Oh, did he kill me? How did he kill me? Alright, well, he killed me. Fuck it. Clearly, I deserved it. So the reason I like the Gwen fight is I just have fun with it. I think it's the only boss in the game I can honestly say I'm just like, I'm having a blast while doing it. He looks cool. It's the theme. It's the environment. It's the attacks. It's him. Oh. Love Gwen. Gwen's the best. The only problem with Gwen is we have to run all the way fucking back to him. We're going to actually try and avoid all the nights we can. Power Within was a good idea. It got us to like it got us to like 400 damage against him. So we're gonna keep Power Within on. I'm a little bit worried about the Black Knights. They're a bit aggressive. So let's kill them on the way. Unfortunately, we only have one use of Power Within. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the chunks too. I know I don't need them, but I'm gonna pick up the chunks. We only have one use of Power Within, so we've got to get our, like, damage in immediately. I'm also gonna have to watch his grab attack. Because, 1, grabs are broken in this game, and 2, because it's specifically designed to prevent me from hiding behind my shield. He didn't seem to be able to do that much damage to me through my shield. If I don't think the stamina regeneration is helping too much, I might switch over to, Red Tearstone Ring, or maybe even Stone Plate Ring. No, not Tearstone. Not Tearstone. Red Plate... The ring that gives me fire resistance. I may switch over to the ring that gives me fire resistance. Unfortunately, a lot of his damage is also physical. So... we're not, like, purely... Oh, wow, you actually didn't die by going over a cliff. That's rare. But you only drop a Titanite chunk. So, let's see. Hopefully we don't get hit on the way, because that'll suck. We'll be down 1 Estus. Maybe more if these assholes get real lucky. Jeez. Alright, 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 come on. There we go. We got him. Okay. Well, there's another Black Knight Halberd. Didn't need that, but there it is. Alright, let's go. God, I'm so nervous. He got me stun-locked. That's what happened, by the way. I wonder if the additional poise from Havel may help with that. So far, it looks like if he opens into a combo with me, I'm kind of fucked. This is great, though. This is a battle, like, both of us can die in so little hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, it's like, it's a fair fight, is what that feels like. He may have a little bit of an edge over me, but it's fair. It's, like, down the middle. And that's great. Now, I'm not going to get a chance. I may try and completely avoid all the Black Knights. Try not even set off their aggro. No, I don't think that's going to work. We might as well just kill them then. There's another Titanite chunk. Wow, I don't even know what happened there. As always, Black Knight Greatsword guy is going to be by far the hardest. Oh, there's another Black Knight shield. Great, great. Now that I don't need them, I'm getting them all the time. And that's just how that works, right? Let's see. We don't seem to be hurting too much from his fire protections, so that's a good choice. If we get stun locks like we did last time, I don't know if that was a fluke or if it's we don't have enough poise. I'll flip the black iron chest plate to Havel gear. And that'll probably help out with the poise. Because he broke my poise. And we can't let him break our poise. I could put on the wolf ring. Actually, now that I think about it, wolf ring was Artorias' sign, right? That's the one that gives you poise. I broke Artorias' poise in 2 hits. I mean, I'll acknowledge that his dominant arm was broken, but I broke Artorias' like poise in only 2 hits. So, yeah, for someone who's supposed to have a metric shit ton of poise, he sure as hell didn't have a metric shit ton of poise. And there's another Black Knight Halberd. Man, I wish I could give these to my other playthroughs. Power Within. Power Within hasn't hurt me in the slightest. And in fact, it's actively helping, so. Alright, he's going to do his jump attack in the opening. We're going to jump back. We're gonna keep a little bit of a distance from him. There we go. Oh, I clipped him. Casually walking backward is an effective tactic, apparently. Oh, I was killed with Power Within. Oh, Power Within killed me. It counts as a boss death, obviously, because I counted the lava against Centipede Demon, but oh, that sucks. It sucks that it was Power Within that killed me. Rolling seems like the way to go with that. I wonder what's dealing more damage is physical or fire. He definitely broke my poise, though. So we are going to switch over to Havel. And can I still mid-roll in Havel? I can still mid-roll in Havel, so we're good. And that'll give me an additional, like, 20 poise. It'll also make me roll slower. Who cares? I wonder what the damage difference between Power Within is and without. I think it's 40%, isn't it? Yeah, so if it's 40% damage, and we're doing about 700 per swing. Oh, okay. Well, fuck you for that one, game. And we're doing about 40 per swing. Then it's probably best that we keep Power Within on. I mean, no, we're doing... God damn it. If it's additional 40% damage and we're doing 700 damage per swing, that means that we're actually doing... like, half that. A little over half that. So, half of 700... So, we're doing about 300 damage per swing. So, no, Power Within stays on. That fucking greatsword guy always gets me. Oh, jeez. I tried to lock the camera and it didn't work. Alright, kill the most basic type of Black Knight. You can get all the Black Knight stuff here. I find it odd that it looks like the ash is going in the opposite direction instead of towards the flame. Like the trails are going towards the fire. It feels like they should be going away from them. Because it blew everything away. This looks more like everything got sucked towards it. Which, you know, I guess is possible. Alright. Let's give Gwen another shot. I hope Gwen beats out Sif for most boss stats. This guy deserves it. Alright, hopefully our new poise will help us out. Ugh, my lips kinda... Oh, he got us. Heal! Gotcha! Oh, we unlocked. Oh yeah, that poise is helping. Heal! Oh, it didn't work. Okay, two-handing is not worth the increased damage, obviously. But Havel chestplate was absolutely worth putting on. The increased poise allowed me to actually respond to his attacks, so... That's okay, this is a learning process. Okay. Might as well just fucking reload at that one. What a way to start. At least I am confident that we could probably not be doing any more damage than we currently are. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully we didn't need those 2 Estus flasks. Probably didn't, but hopefully we didn't. You know, stripping off our pants could be a strategy and just going just full on into, like, backflip mode. You know what I'm saying? Break out the old Darkwood grain ring, or dark grain, whatever. Break out the old backflip ring. We can ninja flip everywhere. Because rolling's really helping out in this. And I normally don't roll. Crazy enough, standing there and taking the brunt of the force on our shield isn't working for once. By the way, I always swing even after they're dead to see if I can, like, hit them while they're dying. Never can. But... okay, yeah, the backstabs are finicky in this. See what I mean by finicky? I'm really glad their shield isn't as good as my shield. Alright. Oh, I didn't use... okay. He's gonna launch. Lunge! No! No! Heal! There we go. There we go. Got a break. Okay, I think we did need those. Oh god, we're dead. He got us. Oh, I accidentally hit start. God damn it. Yeah, Power Within might not be useful. Maybe Flesh Sweat? No, we'll stick with Power Within. We're just gonna make a dead run, though. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. I am considering the poise. Or maybe a steel plate ring. Steel plate ring could be useful. Alright, we have the low ground, so now most of them can't hit us. Okay, great. We should be able to make that run, no problem. Alright, we're going to start off. Gwen is going to jump. And we're going to run around like an asshole. I may have discovered new bullshit. Yup. I have created my own low ground. Nope. Yup. I've created my own low ground. Oh, Gwen, I'm sorry. It's just that this game can't deal with elevation properly. Don't blame me, blame the creators. Aww. You defeated Soul of Gwen, Lord of Cinder. Alright, guys. Well, we did it. We beat Dark Souls. I'm gonna pick these up real quick, and then I'm actually going to take a short break, and I will probably edit this out in post. Alright! Well, here we go. Now, we're going to link the fire, because honestly, this is my favorite ending. So, let's link this shit. I just feel like, if we don't link the fire, then everyone's sacrifices were kind of for nothing. And, although I don't particularly care about any of the characters in this game, it still feels kind of sad that all of their deaths amounted to nothing if I don't at least save the world. You may say, oh, you're just postponing the inevitable, but aren't we all really just postponing the inevitable in the end? Kinda. And then the game just ends. And you don't get to see, necessarily, what happens as a result. So, that was Dark Souls. It's time for the review of it. Let's see. We'll start with story. Without getting into too many details about the story of this game, I hate the story of this game. Just, I do not like it. We'll start with... I kind of get it's supposed to be a Middle Ages story. I get a little bit of a caveman vibe. Don't know. I think it's because it's all about, like, the quest for fire or some shit like that. Doesn't matter. I kind of appreciate that, like, little bit of feel to it, but regardless, the story has glaring plot holes. And I would be okay with that, except they then try and fix the glaring plot holes with, what was his face? Cath? Darkstalker Cath? They try and fix the, like, surface story plot holes, and it just adds more plot holes. And if they just ignored it, I could have let it go. But the fact that they try and fix it, and they just create problems from trying to fix it, that is where my problem with the story comes from. It's also not told particularly well. You can talk to people, and they can tell you what's going on, but the simple fact of the matter is, basically every character in this is lying to you except for two, which is Crestfallen, who's depressed and doesn't know what's going on, and Oscar, who seemed like a genuinely nice guy, dies within 5 minutes and didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. He's like, oh, go ring the bell. Oh, and then no, there's 2 bells. Right? Everyone's lying, everyone has their own agenda, and the one character that you're supposed to believe to get the true story from, Darkstalker Cath, has caused 2 different civilizations to just flood themselves with darkness and turn into horrible monsters. He's in no way trustworthy. But the ending, the dark ending, seems to support his side of the story over Frampt, who admittedly had a few problems with his, but you could have just let it go. But then no, you just open up more problems. You can't even trust the item descriptions, because some of them just blatantly lie to you. For, like, the Black Knight sword, has, like, holdovers from an earlier part of the Dark Souls, is it sword? It's one of the items, that says the Black Knights wander around. They don't. They do not. That was actually a plan they had for the game, was to have them wander around, but they don't wander around. And, what was it, Tiny Bean's ring said it, like, either made you regenerate or gave you, like, extra health. It didn't even do what it said. I think they might have fixed that in a patch, but it wasn't a mistake. They even said it in the Japanese one. So when you can't trust the people talking to you, and you can't trust the item descriptions, none of the story is actually given to you from a reliable narrator. And you can be like, oh, you can try and piece the narrative together yourself. That's what's so brilliant about it. No, that's what's so dumb about it, is because with no reliable source of information, you cannot piece anything together. For all you know, the entire game, everything you did could just be an illusion from Gwyndolin. Yeah, he can do that. In fact, when you kill monsters in Anor Londo, they drop souls. You could not have even really killed him. You could have not have killed anyone. You couldn't have even accomplished anything. You could be trapped inside the goddamn Matrix for all you know, because the game doesn't give you information to figure that shit out yourself from a reliable source of information. So fuck the story of this game. I got into more of that than I was supposed to. Let's talk about the environments of the game. With the exception of the Clint of the First Flame, which I absolutely adore, the entire game is dark, which I get it, dark fantasy. Is the problem with dark fantasy games, usually, is that the environments are dark, you can barely see them, and they're just fucking bland and colorless. You don't give a fuck what you're looking at. Not only that, like Undead Tomb with giant skeletons, like abandoned churches, lava level. I mean, fuck, Zelda alone has done most of that shit. So you got these cliche environments that are completely dark, completely colorless. Not only that, the wrapping level structure is interesting because it makes you go, oh, where's this new area? Oh, I'm back where I started. Oh, that's cool. And it's creative. I'll give it that. But it also causes frame rate issues where you go into areas that are on the border of other areas and your frame rate just fucking kills itself.
The dark sign
right?
The undead.
Not only that, let's talk about fucking Blighttown. I don't necessarily have a problem with the level layout of Blighttown, except for the fucking mosquitoes. It's like common sense. You don't make an enemy that spawns halfway across the map and just spawns infinitely. It kills your frame rate. Everyone knows this. These are like actual developers. They should know this. Alright, like Dark Souls in itself is a combination of just everything I hate in video games. Just all rolled up into one. Which is why the greatest compliment I can give this game is not that I like it, but that I don't hate it. And I should, but I simply don't. Let's talk about the soundtrack. It's okay. I know some people really dig it. It's just alright to me. The Taurus Demon song in general is absolutely astounding. Love it. I have it on my video game mix. My video game playlist. It's great. Let's see. What else we got? Good. Let's see. Taurus Demon. Okay, controls. Let's talk about controls. They're okay. Like, they're serviceable. They're not, like, mind-blowing controls. They're not the best controls I've ever seen. The jumping, though, is terrible. Like, holding forward, or whatever direction you're going, holding down sprint, then releasing sprint, and then hitting sprint again, that's fucking dumb as shit. They at least fix it with Dark Souls 2. But they sure as fuck unfixed it with Bloodborne. So, fuck that. I do find it interesting that the shoulder buttons and the triggers are actually used for, like, blocking and attacking, and, like, deflecting blows. Because it kind of, with, like, the movement of the trigger, it kind of gives your fingers, like, the feeling like you're the one swinging the weapon. So that's a really nice touch. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about saving and pausing. I have heard some arguments against saving and pausing in this game. First off, every game should have the ability to manually save and manually pause. I'm not saying you should necessarily be able to reload from multiple save states. And I'm not even saying necessarily, like, I get that the whole, oh, you can go through the menu while you're playing is great. Yeah, no, I like that feature. It's fine. What I'm saying is, it is a sheer inconvenience to the player that you have to exit out of the game to fucking save it. That's idiotic. What the fuck were they thinking with that? And that's not a problem they ever completed. They ever fixed in any of the future games. And the fact that you can't pause, like, say select. What does select do? Gestures? Who gives a fuck? You can map that to something else. Like, some combination of buttons should allow you to, like, pause the goddamn game. People have kids and shit that they gotta take care of. You can't necessarily, like, you just stand there and hope you don't get stabbed by someone? Fuck you. You should be able to pause the goddamn game. Alright, now let's talk about one of the major drawing features to Dark Souls, which is the difficulty. At no point in playing Dark Souls did I ever, and I've beaten it, I mean, I can say it at this point, at no point have I ever would I ever have considered this game actually hard. Now, that is a statement that is disagreeable to many people. So, I mean, clearly they did something right. But it feels like as long as you just learn from your mistakes, and from what I've seen the way Ivan plays games, just constantly repeating his over and over, I can see how this might have been a problem for some people. So maybe, like, no one else does this. But as long as you learn from your damn mistakes, and you just time your reactions fine, it's not that big of a problem. But now, needless to say, there are points in the game that there's some actual problems with the difficulty, like the Blighttown Bridge. I have a note system, which is, by the way, why I'm adjusting titles of my, okay, so there's a bridge in Blighttown that is absolutely fucking broken and makes no goddamn sense, and I died to it, obviously, where I fell off the bridge simply because the bridge moved out from under my feet. That's not how fucking bridges work, Dark Souls creators. Fuck you. And then there's the Inn Orlando Archers. Sure, we made it through the Inn Orlando Archers in this without any trouble whatsoever. But I'm not going to pretend the fact that it's not kind of bullshit. Like, it's just a cheap way to kill the player. And it's a cheap way to make the player kind of reset themselves. So, that's kind of shitty. There are also numerous points in the game where you are absolutely forced to take fall damage. And that is also really aggravating. Like, for instance, Pinwheel. You're forced to take damage in Pinwheel. Oh. And against Gravelord Nito. Actually, usually just Tomb of the Giants is where you're forced to take damage the most. Let's see. Okay, Bed of Chaos. Let's not even pretend Bed of Chaos isn't bullshit. Right? Fuck Bed of Chaos. Like, jumping is the worst part of this game. And it's a boss based around jumping! What the fuck were they thinking? Another problem with this game is grab attacks. Gwen's is clearly fine, but most of the other grab attacks in this game are terrible. Like, you magnetize them. You can be 12 feet away. You just whoop, flip right to them. Horrible. Hitbox is awful on those. And there's another problem with the game, which is attacks clipping through objects. If a monster swings its fucking weapon through a wall, it can hit you. It can hit you through the wall. Can you hit a monster through the wall? No. Not only is it dumb, it's just pure bullshit. But with the exception of those minor details, I will say, overall, the difficulty of Dark Souls is actually fair, except for maybe a couple things I missed there. But it's pretty fair overall, which is probably why I can't say I hate the game. I mean, it's there, it gives you what you got, play it. And despite the complaints, it's like, oh, Dark Souls doesn't actually tell you what to do. If you actually don't, like, run around like the chicken with your head cut off, you talk to Crestfallen, what's-his-face, talk to Crestfallen. Right when it starts, the camera puts, like, the game puts the fucking camera on him. You just talk to him, he's like, oh yeah, go ring bells. One's one above, one's right below. Done. Tells you exactly what you need to do. You find one of two directions. You go up or down. I mean, admittedly, you could probably get lost in New Londo, but who gives a fuck? Honestly, with the backtracking, it's kind of almost Metroidvania in that regard, in some of the earlier levels. But it gives you what you need to get what you're doing, and do what you're doing, and play how you're doing it. Another thing about the difficulty is, like, it's just a fucking RPG, like all other RPGs. If you're too low level, get better equipment, level up. I mean, if you're having a hard time, just fucking do that. Other than that, like, the other fault, like, if you're having a hard time with Dark Souls, unless it's actually bullshit or the game is breaking or something like that, it's probably your fault if you're fucking up. So, like the slogan goes, get good. Alright, let's talk about monster designs. There are some, like, bad fucking monster designs in this game. Like the soldiers are just generic enemies, and then there's people with shitty eggs. But I even complimented it during the Blighttown part of the game, when we were in Blighttown, which is something you probably didn't see, because that part was broken and it's just stayed broken the entire time. But regardless, I did mention it, which is, this game has some really good monster designs, and for every, like, shitty egg person or generic soldier, you've got, like, Seath or, like, Quelaag, right? Like, so as far as the monster designs go, pretty good. Pretty good. One complaint I do have about this game, other than just the monster designs, are the boss fights. Not necessarily the actual boss fights, but how many of the boss fights in this game are just large creature you smack in the taint? Like 90% of them. So, okay, maybe 80%. 80% of the bosses, you're just smacking the fucking taint. And there's like 3 rotating types of boss fights, but all in all, I'm okay with the oversized boss fights like that. Like, it's alright, because you do what you gotta do, and honestly, the whole thing came together pretty fine. Weapon designs, I really like the weapon designs, actually. They're really creative. Sure, you've seen some of them before, but it's like the little touches to them that really makes them. They look great, is what I'm saying. Your character holds a shield like a jackass, I'll say that. Let's see. Armor designs also look really well. I mean, I could point out individual armor sets, like, I love the sealer gear. I love that sealer gear, but I'm not going to point out every individual armor, because it's good. Almost all of it's good. Some of it's really crappy, like Hollow Soldier crap, but most of it's pretty good. Alright, so, gameplay. This is the big thing about Dark Souls. And it should be. gameplay is where this game shines. Like, I've said, this game pieces together basically everything I hate about other games. But I don't hate the game, and it's simply because Dark Souls has, I'm not even going to say necessarily fun in Dark Souls 1. I would say that for 2. I wouldn't necessarily say fun for 1. It is, like, oddly addictive. Like, I've logged, like, hundreds of hours into this game just fucking playing it for, I don't know, because I wanted to fucking play it. Don't ask me questions. It's just, like, you feel yourself coming back to the game and just playing it, not caring about the story, not like finding weapons. Maybe you'll do a challenge yourself. Like, maybe you'll wear Calamity Ring the entire game. Maybe you'll go new game plus 7. You know, maybe you'll go as fast as you can. I don't know. Maybe only Broken Sword Hole Run. Who knows? But it's like, it's a game that makes you want to play it. And in essence, that is probably one of the best things a game could do, is make you want to play it. And as much as I don't like the story of Dark Souls, the simple fact of the matter is, all the cutscenes are skippable, which is a plus in every game. There are also not that many of them, and you don't have to talk to the people. You don't have to read the item descriptions. It takes a back seat. Like, what I consider to be the weakest part of Dark Souls takes a back seat to its strongest part. And that is wonderful. Now, although I normally say I would prefer a good story over necessarily a game that plays perfectly, I mean, a game has to be at least serviceable, because I like stories myself. Dark Souls manages to spurt that, puts gameplay first, and it perfectly works. I've heard some other sides of the story. I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand that games have to be good, and that you have to be able to play them. But Dark Souls gameplay makes up for all of the other problems I have with this game, and it's really the glue that holds it together. Well, we're going to talk about a few other things, like the DLC itself. Artorias of the Abyss. Artorias of the Abyss is wonderful. It is what a DLC should be. Obviously, it has the same problems as the actual game, but it's like, you can get Artorias of the Abyss, and it has, like, new bosses, new monsters, new areas, kind of new areas, okay, mostly new areas, and it's totally unessential. You don't need to play it. It doesn't actually get you anything for playing it, I mean, other than, like, in-game stuff. Like, it's great. You love that shit. Well, let's see, yeah, so it's unessential, which is something that other games don't do. And here's the thing. There's no achievements either, which is something I love. So I don't have to worry about fucking achievements, like, messing with me. Like, I have all the achievements in this game. I don't have to worry about getting more achievements. That's another thing I loved about this. I will say that the time travel plot is kind of dumb. Like, they've played around with time travel throughout this entire game. You could have just went to a new area. You didn't have to bring time travel into it. Time travel's kind of stupid. But, I mean, the whole fucking game's kind of stupid, so who gives a shit? Really? Like, who really gives a shit? Artorias of the Abyss is what DLC should be. Like, hands down, I want basically all DLC to either be, like, Artorias of the Abyss, or, like, unnecessary shitty costume packs, because it's just great. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Which is, oh god, my fingers are retarded right now. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is Demon Souls. So, I've seen scenes from Demon Souls, and I've seen scenes from, I've seen scenes from Demon Souls, I've seen boss fights from Demon Souls, and Demon Souls, like, Dark Souls is basically a self-plagiarized version of Demon Souls. Which is another reason why I'm not I don't particularly want to play Demon Souls on the channel, is because, like, I feel like Dark Souls is just like Demon Souls, but better in every way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck that up. My fingers are retarded right now. Let's see. But regardless of all the problems with this game, you can, like, the developers put a lot into it. You can feel that they put effort into the actual game itself. And not only that, you can like feel the love in this game, right? Like, they clearly loved what they were doing, and you know, that's good. It's good that you can feel that. All right, so I think we're just about at the end of this. Honestly, I'm just fucking around. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little rusty. Oh, got hit. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's terrible. That was terrible what just happened. Let's see. So let's sum up my feelings about Dark Souls. I said before in a podcast that any rule can be broken. Or, no, I said before that you could break almost any rule, literally. No, I said literally there. That's not what I meant. When you're creating content, almost anything you can do, like almost any set-in-stone rules can be broken. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry, and Dark Souls is a perfect example of this. It does a lot of things that I would consider to, like, be wrong, but it does it in such a way that I really don't care. So, despite being comprised of, like, everything I hate in other games... That was dumb. Being comprised of everything I hate in other games, I actually like Dark Souls. I do. So, if I were to give Dark Souls a rating, because, yeah, we're at the part where I have to give Dark Souls a rating now, I would give Dark Souls a 4 out of 5. Which shows that, yes, despite all the problems I have with it, I do actually like Dark Souls. This, of course, brings up a very important question, which is, will I be playing Dark Souls 2? Hello everybody, I am Sacrabalic, your envoy of hope, and welcome to... Well, you tell me. Let's see, what else we got? Okay. Let's see, okay, I gotta check my notes. Here it is. Okay. The Dark Souls playthrough started on July 3rd, 2014, which means it took me over a year to, like, get through this game. Over a year. So, we're at the end. Let's not even hide it. We are at the end. And it's going to be sad to see it go. Oh, I accidentally woke you up. God. Talking while doing this is apparently much harder than I expected. So, since we're here at the end, let me ask you, what is your favorite moment of the Dark Souls playthrough? I don't know what mine is off the top of my head, but I will say that I've kind of enjoyed all of it. And if you've made it through all of it, or you've only made it through pieces of it, I would like to sincerely thank you. I normally forget to do this until I get down to, like, the credits, but I'm going to do it now. Which is thank you for watching, guys. And, of course, I have been Sacrabalic, your envoy of hope, and, I will see you in the next one. And, no, I will not be finishing this, actually. I was just fucking around for this point. See you in the next one, guys. Bye. That's kind of shitty. There are also numerous points in the game